Today we're talking home renovations, specifically tiling. Bill Wright is here to show us the top 4 design trends with tile. Welcome.
Welcome, thank you.
So there is so much to choose from, and if you have one of these home renovations in mind, sometimes it can get a little much to just figure it all out.
There's a lot of options out there on the market nowadays. It's become a global, the access to tile and stone products like that. So there's a huge variety of things out there for the consumer, for
so
sure.
We've tried to break it down into 4 trends to make it a little more manageable.
We have things like porcelain sheets, we have geometrics, we have stones, and we have wood-looking materials.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, the wood and stone look.
Well, wood and stone, right now the big popular trend is large porcelain sheets. They're roughly 5 foot by 10 foot, like you would have of a slab of stone.
So this is a smaller version of what you would get for a countertop?
This is a smaller version of what a countertop edge would look like.
Okay.
And they come in stone-looking copies. They come in solid colors, you know, products that look like limestone.
Nice.
And then again in wood
looks like
options.
a hardwood floor.
Yeah, almost like a wood type of option. The nice thing about these types of things is they're very impact resistant, stain resistant, UV resistant.
So that's the color, it will never fade.
Yeah, the color will never change. You can cook on it, cut on it, you know, melt your sugar for decorations on your desserts. It won't affect the tile. And they're very competitively priced to a lot of the other things that are out there on the market.
So if you were to get real stone or real hardwood.
Stone or some with the quartz products that are out there, this is the same or a little less expensive than that.
Okay, let's talk about tile size. There's trends over the decades, right? Itty bitty tiles, bigger tiles. Where are we now?
We're into big formats. You know, once upon a time, a big tile was a 12 by 12, and that's not the case anymore. Now we're getting into tiles that are things that are like.
That's one tile.
This is one piece of tile, one piece of porcelain tile.
Wow. Looking
like a real travertine, and it's roughly 2 foot by 4 foot. Just a great big piece.
What are people doing with this? Floors, walls?
We're doing floors and walls with it. The nice thing about it is it gives almost a seamless look once it's completed and grouted, like a custom cut stone floor. So it's very, very popular for the end users to pick things like that.
Okay, let's talk about floor warming too, because I know one of the complaints about tile is that it's cold when you have to stand on it in a kitchen or something.
Tile's just going to reflect the ambient temperature of the room. It cools down a lot quicker than a lot of other materials. It doesn't seem to hold the heat as long as some of the other materials. But if if your floor is a little on the cooler side, the tile's going to be a little on the cooler side.
Right.
You know, if it's in a sunny window, it might be a little warmer in front of the sun than off to the edges. But it's certainly not, it doesn't hold heat or generate cold or anything like that.
But there's a lot of systems you can get now, right, that
there are
underneath.
There are subfloor heating systems, whether it's electric or water, that can be used to maintain the temperature of the floor.
Okay. Our camera's catching a shot of these irregularly shaped ones, the hexagon shapes, and so that's another trend.
This is another trend. We've got a selection of wall tiles here. 4 by 4 was a very, very popular size, for years, the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Right.
And then we departed into larger tiles, and now we're going backwards and having similar types of sizes, but with fun patterns and geometric shapes on them.
Would this be for, say, a backsplash or a smaller space?
People are using this as a feature wall, as a backsplash. They're using it in bathrooms. It's a variety of different options. Just about anywhere that you could put tile, you could put some of these on.
Right, and this is interesting too. This one here, it's got like a wavy, ripply texture to it.
Again, we're back into geometrics and textured finishes for walls. Again, the nice big size so that they have, almost a seamless appearance once it's installed and grouted up.
We have to mention the one that's behind us. This has got an amazing pattern on it. It's almost like a Persian rug.
It almost is like a Persian rug. There's probably about 6 different patterns in a set, and when they go together, they look like a big, giant Persian rug.
Beautiful.
Very, very popular, the geometrics and the patterns.
And that would be a real feature.
That would certainly be a real feature. You'd have a very, very unique floor.
Gorgeous.
As they get mixed up together.
Right. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for showing us the latest trends, Bill.
You're quite welcome. Thank you very much for having me.